Alright, and we are live here on YouTube for some NASCAR Xfinity Series action. Welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We've got 45 laps, and then the final 110 to the checkers today. A 300-mile, 200-lap event here in the BetMGM 300 here. Let's just get the TV going. Give me a second, but we are here and ready for this one. We are currently sitting 7 subscribers away from 3,000. 3,000 would be so cool to hit, but alright. We're just getting set up, though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. I would love to hear how your guys' day is going, who you guys think is going to win this one. We got ourselves a pretty good race going, or getting ready to go. Some actually somewhat surprising names up in the top few. I mean, we got Taylor Gray on the pole position. Out of the drivers in this field, that is not necessarily who I expected to be on the pole. William Byron, Hill having some good qualifying runs. The fact that we have William Byron and Chase Briscoe in this field, it's going to be a great practice opportunity for Connor Zilisch to learn, as he will be running double duty in the Cup Series race for the longest race of the year as well, which is a massive thing that he gets to race this 300-mile event with NASCAR, with multiple NASCAR Cup Series winners in the field. Yeah, to help him learn what racing. I mean, this is literally this is essentially a 50% race, because he will run half the distance of the Cup race that he will run tomorrow, and he'll run against a couple of the against a few of the NASCAR Cup Series stars. So again, we got Taylor Gray on the pole position. Yeah, I didn't realize Briscoe was going to be in this race when I first loaded up the NASCAR results page to see qualifying results, but yeah, that's pretty big. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, let's see. Let's get a second leaderboard going, so I have a leaderboard I can scroll on. We got 8 people hanging out in chat. Thank you guys for everybody that has decided to spend a portion of your afternoon here with us. Again, it is Saturday. You guys have plenty of things you guys could be doing, but you guys are choosing to spend a portion of your day here with me, and I very much appreciate it. Another reminder that if you guys are looking to watch the Coca-Cola 600 tomorrow evening after the Indy 500, it is going to be exclusively on Prime. So if you don't have an Amazon Prime subscription, you would not be able to watch it. Now, from what I've heard, Amazon does still offer a 30-day free trial, which that free trial would carry you from now through the NASCAR portion on Prime, so you wouldn't have to pay a penny to watch the race, which, all in all, I think that's actually a really big win. So there we go. Will I be showing the race? No, I cannot show the race for copyright reasons. I respect copyright too much to go and just throw the whole stream up on it. But yeah, so we'll have the top 10 leaderboard throughout the whole thing, along with lap count and all that, and then we'll be basically doing radio style coverage. So. Alright, so there we go. And so they're doing the intro sequence for the race, and we will be getting ready to roll. As I said, haven't been watching a whole lot of pre-race, so I have absolutely no idea if they've already done stuff like the national anthem or anything else, but national anthem they wouldn't have done yet, but sometimes they do the pre-race prayer before the scheduled start time, so but yeah. So we got Carson Kvapil, who had a birthday this week. He'll be starting in the 12th position, just looking at some of the other notable starters down the grid. We got Austin Dillon in the 3 car. Let's go. That's cool. Let's see. Any other notable starters? We got Catherine Legg in the 32. Which, again, Catherine Legg racing this race is absolutely one of those races she should learn. She should use to learn on, and then I think that's most of the notable starters. Obviously, you got some series regulars like Matt DiBenedetto, Christian Eckes, and others that will help fill out the rest of the grid. All right, so again, we are just chilling out here, and we got cars rolling already. All right. I'm not used to seeing cars rolling when I first turn on the TV. Usually it's a 15, 20-minute wait, but we are here and ready for this one. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's enjoying it. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. We are trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the weekend. If we can do that, that would be amazing. So I will not be streaming F1 tomorrow, but I will be doing both we are trying... YouTube is trying to throw in a commercial break. I will have ads on the stream, but I don't want to have one as we're getting ready for the green flag. But, we will be doing the Indy 500 tomorrow along with the Coke 600. It will be a massive day of streaming. Obviously, the big storyline is going to be Kyle Larson having to go from Indianapolis all the way to Charlotte for the race. And I believe, Larson didn't qualify the car, right? Didn't actually get a chance to sit down and watch a ton of qualifying. I got to see the final results, but I didn't happen to notice if so Kyle Larson did qualify the car second. So if Larson is able to get back from Indianapolis in time for the start of the race, which he should, Kyle Larson will roll off from the second position. But if the weather is a storyline this weekend, as it was a year ago, it does look like there is at least a chance of rain on Sunday for Indianapolis. Of course, how great a chance, we'll have to wait and see. But so they're doing the pass through on pit road again. We are still a few minutes away, but I believe after this, after this one, they do one more lap around and then we'll be ready to go racing. So we are closing in on the start of this one. Welcome on in. Again, very much appreciate everybody, that decided to spend even just a small portion of your afternoon here with us as we are getting ready for this one. So they're going through the starting grid again. Oh, man, that Austin Dillon car looks like such a cool throwback to his, it's not a long throwback, but it looks like such a cool throwback thinking back to his Daytona 500 win. Again, 2018, not a long time ago, and certainly not something I would give as much praise for throwback weekend, but just in general, the paint, seeing the paint scheme, it really we haven't seen that exact paint scheme probably since 2018. Because in 2019, they had that really weird, overly Intimidator attempted paint scheme. That one was still a black and this one was still a black and red 3. But the following year, they really tried to oversell it with the exact paint scheme of Dale Sr., and it just, I didn't really care for the attempt. And then after that, he started having a lot of different colored sponsors, so he didn't really have that iconic 3. There it is. Dale Sr.'s number 3 next to the old school number 2 car. We're ready for the race. We got the kitty cat up over the shoulder right there, and we are ready for the race. We're watching this one together, Geezy. We gotta get a picture with the kitty cat. So that's Alright, so again, we are ready to go racing. They are getting the 1 to green. 1 to green. Alright, so there we go. We're chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We got the fan already going. Hopefully it's not too loud in the background there. And again, we should be seeing the green flag drop this time by. And yeah, so we got Zilisch and Byron on the top line, so two Hendrick powered Chevys, although one of them's the in-house team Hendrick car, and the other one is the GM Motorsports car. But I think you're lying to yourself if you don't believe that those two cars are built pretty close to the same exact build, if not identical builds. I mean, I would question whether or not they even really change any, if it outside of maybe assembling the parts in a slightly different building. I'd be shocked if there's any real differences between how the 17 team prepped that car and the 88 that prepped the 88 car. All right, so here we go. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Here we go. Getting ready for the drop of the green flag again. We got Taylor Gray, Zilisch on the front row. So yeah, as what we mentioned, 45 laps, and 110 are the stage lengths today. Lights are off on those pace cars. We can go a little over 60 laps on a single tank of fuel, so we can go easily one stage each. Pit at the end of both stages, then the third stage will be a little interesting. And here we go. Green flag is out. We are back to racing. And whoa! Zilisch nearly loses it on the top line, and that is going to kill the top line. The entire top lane evaporates in an instant off the bat of a very bad restart there for Connor Zilisch. So, hey, at least he's learning that now and not in the cup race tomorrow, because that would be disastrous for him to have that kind of mistake in a 600-mile race. And we've already got some smoke in the back as well as they cross the line to complete lap one. Taylor Gray and Austin Hill have now gotten a massive lead over Connor Zilisch and the others in the third and fourth, on the outside line. And Matt DiBenedetto giving off a ton of smoke. He's going to need to come to pit road. That is not good. I don't know if that's damage from the contact there, or if that's just poor setup on the 99 car. But a tire rub already. Here we go. Let's see the replay. Here we go. So the 88 checks up a lot of guys, but I'm not seeing the 99 anywhere in this shot. All right, here we go. Let's see where the 90. Okay, so we got the checkup in front. Oh yeah, no, there's no contact, and the smoke just starts rolling out from underneath the car. So yeah, that is not good. I'm gonna say something wrong with the 99 team, and that is. Man, I thought he might have gotten rear-ended during the stack-up, but no, he wasn't. He wasn't far enough forward in it, and there was no contact. So there we go. Taylor Gray out on top of the board here. Zilisch and Byron have held on to third and fourth despite the really bad start for everybody else behind them. The two of them able to work their way back up here. Yeah, then we got Sam Mayer, who has popped up into the fifth position here as he continues to try and hold on to that bottom line. But here we go. Looking around, we got a couple of other drivers. We got Daniel Dye, who's in the field. He's running right in behind that beautiful number 3 car of Austin Dillon. Again, that is in the back half of the teens, possibly early 20s. I know Dillon was starting in the 20s, but he's also a cup driver and should, big emphasis on should, be capable of moving forward, not backwards in the field. But here we go. All right, so again, right now the front of the field though is, they're starting to get a little spread out here between all the drivers. Austin Hill into second very comfortably, but he is nowhere really close to the. He's not really close enough to really threaten the lead of the 54. And 3-4 tenths back. I mean, he's close enough that if the 54 does make a mistake, it will cost him. But right now the 54, it's not like he has someone actively trying to pass him. So again, he can kind of breathe a little bit. It's one of those weird situations where you kind of can, kind of can't. Alright, so there we go. They are going ahead and taking a look at that 99 car, trying to figure out what on earth they're going to do. Alright, so here we go. And yeah, we're going to get another look at the 99 car's blow up. And yeah, well, again, the fact that the tire wear looked like or the smoke looked like it came from the tires, not right out in the middle of the back like you would normally expect for an engine explosion. That's why I kind of assumed it was a tire rub at first, but definitely not looking like a tire rub now. As the 17 and 88 are starting to do battle for that third spot. William Byron looking to try and pass Connor Zilisch. Zilisch, he's been getting really good at these ovals, but he's still not quite at William Byron's level. Byron being a multi-time Cup winner. Although Zilisch was able to hold him off in the NASCAR Xfinity car here for at least the time being. So again, 9 laps completed here. You're working your way through this one. And yeah, right now though I'm gonna say Byron gonna have to try and work back up to the back bumper of the 88 if he wants to try and get another shot at it. Alright, so again, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Looks like they are. Oh no, they're gonna show another replay of this ahead of this one. And yeah, so what happened to Brandon Jones? That's what I want to know, because Brandon Jones dropped all the way back to 8th off the restart. And I mean, he wasn't behind the other guys. He was the third car on the inside line. So if anything, he should have gained a couple of spots. And now they go to a side-by-side commercial break here. I will say that's the thing that I think that CW has done way better than Fox Sports is the balance of the commercial breaks, being able to do commercial breaks at side-by-side periods at the right inner points versus the Cup Series where, yeah, they did go to commercial-free or side-by-side only commercials and at the end of the Talladega race, but that also led to a side-by-side commercial break with 5 laps to go, which anytime you're within 5-10 laps to go, you had better already be done your commercial breaks. I mean, at least for the most part, I don't believe that there should really be all that many commercials especially when you know you're within 10 to 15 laps to the end of the race. So here we go. We got the 19 making a run around the outside of car number 48. That is Briscoe on Sanchez there, trying to make some moves. Alright, so there we go. We are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Whew. Alright. We got Mayer not Mayer. That was Mayer last year, but that is Carson Kvapil looking to the inside, trying to get by the 48 of Sanchez. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so again, we are at side-by-side commercial. We're not missing much. We got the 0-0 of Sheldon Creed looking to the outside, trying to make a move here on Austin Hill for 5th. Hill dropped a couple of spots there. He lost spots to both Zilisch and Byron. I don't know what happened to Hill, but he has lost a lot of speed here, and now he's getting passed by Creed. So, I mean, losing 3 spots to Zilisch, Byron, and Mayer, and now a 4th spot to Creed. Again, I just don't know what happened to Hill. And now he loses a spot to Ryan Sieg. What on earth is wrong with the 21 car? The 21 car dropping like a rock. He just lost a spot to both Brandon Jones and Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier gets a 2-for-1 deal there as he goes to the inside of 3 wide and passes them both. something is really wrong with this 21 car. I mean, the 21 is Austin Hill. He's one of the best drivers in the series, most would think. But now he looks like he's way off the pace all of a sudden. And he's got a few seconds before he gets caught by Christian Eckes to drop him down to 10th. And then Jesse Love, his teammate, is not far behind that in 11th to potentially drop him out of the top 10 entirely. And I'm saying, that would not be good. So here we go. We're coming back from commercial break. Hopefully the booth has more info than I do on exactly what has happened to that number 21 car. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright. Here we go. And oh, caution flag, Chris Wright. Oh, boy. Shocking surprise, and the first caution flag of the night goes to Chris Wright. So there we go. First caution flag of the night. That'll give Austin Hill a way to stop the free fall. And we're about halfway through the stage. We're 20 laps down of 45 laps. I mean, what do you guys think the right call is here? Do you pit for tires? Do you stay out for track position? What do you guys do? Like, especially if you're the leader, if you're Taylor Gray in this situation, you are all up there all by yourself. You got 2 Chevys and 3 of the Fords in the race are all behind you. Do you stay out to take the track position? Do you come into the pits trying to put on tires, knowing that at the very least, probably one of these 2 groups, either the 2 Chevys or the group of Fords, one of those 2 will probably stay out to take your track position away? I mean, again, I don't know for sure, but I would guesstimate that is going to be the best pay. So there we go. And we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so again, they're at commercial break. We are chilling. Let's see what was going on further back in the field. So Anthony Alfredo up to 18th. Austin Dillon dropped 1 spot to 21st. And yeah, aside from Matt DiBenedetto, nobody off the lead lap in the first several laps. Obviously, Chris Wright now 3 laps down as he was knocked out of the race. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so once again, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright. So, do we think Taylor Gray holds on to the lead? Do we think Taylor Gray's going to lose it for the stage win? Again, if he and Zilisch and Byron all stay out, I think this could be an interesting one. So honestly, I think if Taylor Gray tries the staying out strategy, I think he's going to be a bit of a sitting duck because it is going to be hard to make back up the ground if you're constantly losing money. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're back from, we should be coming back from the commercial break here. Yep, there we go. Back from commercial, and we should be getting ready for this one.
little chilly because it's a little colder in here than it was the other night. So give me a second. I'll go ahead. Wow, that is pretty. There we go. Figure I can just unplug it. And there we go. Alright, so here we go. We're back from commercial break. We should be getting the pit stops underway. As I say, unless nobody opted to pit, which would be a little weird that nobody did, because it's kind of the reverse thought process there. Alright, there we go. Don't attack my hat. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. We got 14 people hanging out in chat. Again, waiting to see if they're gonna if any drivers are gonna pull into the pits. I would assume that some will. I don't think they all will. Alright, looks like he's settling back in. What do you want down? What do you want to do, Gizzy? You want down or you want to settle? Is Briscoe still top 15? Let me see. Briscoe. Yeah, Briscoe is 12th right now, just shy of the of making the page. Yes, so Chase Briscoe currently sits in the 12th position under caution flag. We're waiting to see what this is ultimately going to do. And they're doubled up, ready to go back racing, so I guess nobody came to pit road, which a little strange again. I mean, I guess if with the limited number of tire sets in the Xfinity Series, I guess that would explain it. Alright, so there we go. Oh, man. Alright, so 23 laps completed here. It'll be start of lap 24 when they hit the line. And here we go. Let's see. Pace car's gonna run for cover. Try and find somewhere safe to hide. Run away as fast as you can. And here we go. Green flag is out. We are back to racing. Alright, so there we go. Down into turn one yet again. It is going to be Taylor Gray. This time Byron and Zilisch. No, they do get lined right back up together there. It was going to start on the inside and outside lane respectively. So a little bit of a mixed match there. But ultimately, Byron and Zilisch get into line with each other. Alright, so there we go. And here we go. We got Byron to the lead of the race. There we go. Our first lead change of the evening. Starts with William Byron taking that one to the top line. He's going to try and see if he can take this one right around the outside of Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray on the, Taylor Gray in that blue Supra. Just no help here to try and fend off some of these Chevys, which is going to make it a little tough. Alright, so here we go. 26 laps down so far. So we're 20 laps to go in the race. Are you kidding me? Do we have another caution coming out? What's this one going to be for? So here we go again. We know there's probably a yellow coming. Gray is dropped to third, so I mean maybe not far enough to warrant tires, but at least considering something. Alright, so there we go. And yep, there's the caution flag we were just kind of waiting for. What's the caution for, I wonder? Because there's still no real... Oh, in the 45. Yep, there we go. 45 is... Hey, TextPat, how's it going? You watched ARCA and Trucks yesterday? Yes, I was streaming both. Although Trucks, it was extremely tired because of the ARCA race earlier and then the fact that I had a full shift at work. But yes, we did get a chance to see it. So yeah, there's the 45 car stopped on track. Alright, Gizmo, do you want down? Alright, he seems settled, so we got that, and we are here and ready for this one. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, okay, so Daniel Dye actually scrapes the wall there, sending off a little bit of debris, but he made... oh, wait, sorry, was that not Daniel Dye? Sorry, that was Christian Eckes, not Daniel Dye, my bad. I'm going to be live tomorrow as well for the 500 and 600. I'll be doing Indy 500 and Coke 600. I'll be doing both of them. Not doing Monaco, one, because it's early, and two, I'm going to try and see if I can make it to the restock at my Target at Town Up. So, yeah, for Pokemon stuff, see if I can maybe get my hands on one of the SPCs, but because I finally have actually found out when they restock, so I have a chance to get up there tomorrow morning for it. Alright, so they're under the yellow flag. I am going to go grab a drink real quick, and we will be ready to go. So I will be right back, guys. I'm just going to run a quick ad. And they'll top off your water too. Alright, Izzy. Oh, tree. Just give me the night, Izzy. For the next week, just give me. For tomorrow, Mom, and Dad will be back. Alright, there we go. We are back and we are ready for this one. Welcome on in. Alright, there we go. Got ourselves a drink. We are ready to go. I also had to stop and feed and water the kitty cat because I noticed his food bowl was low. That's probably why he was up here trying to make me pay some level of attention to him. But, yep, so kitty cat has food and water. We are under caution flag for the second time today. And we will see what we see here as we get ready for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Obviously, they're showing some highlights from Justin Allgaier's championship last year, along with some of the other notable races. Again, I mean, if SVG can't really turn it up in the Cup Series, I feel like he honestly should maybe go back down to Xfinity for another year or two. Because, I mean, he has not been able to live up to any expectations of him in the NASCAR Cup Series. I mean, yeah, he was okay at the road course, but he didn't, like, he wasn't blowing the doors off everybody like we kind of expected he might. So, here we go. Alright, so again, we are ready for this one. They got Sam Mayer, part of the Ford family of drivers there. That is a very ironic one to go ahead and highlight as a family of drivers because there's literally only 5 Fords, I think, in the entire field. If I'm not mistaken, maybe there's some back markers that are running Ford now. Alright, let's see. So we got the 3 that are running up there in the top 10. Mayer, Sheldon Creed, and Sieg. Then we got Harrison Burton in the 25. That's 4. We got Kyle Sieg. That's 5. That's 5 Fords in the entire field of cars. Which is a little alarming that we have that few of cars, but yep, there we go. Yeah, we are ready for this one. Welcome on in. Alright, so we are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Try and keep chatting a spot where I can keep reading it because I love kind of see what you guys got to say about this one. But yeah, so we're gonna have a 15 lap. We're gonna have an under 15 lap sprint to the checkers here, as we are gonna be getting close to the end of this first stage. Here we go. Pace car's off. Green flag's out. We are back to racing. And a driver already looking to pop out of line here potentially, and that's too early. He gets back in line, obeys the rules. Good. That was the 21 of Hill was the one that we saw poke out of line early. And here we go. William Byron in the 17 car to the lead of the race. Shock and surprise that Byron was going to lead off the restart. And so he and Zilisch are going to lead this one probably for a little while here, but the question is who's going to emerge from that group behind. The Toyotas, there's a few more of them than you might think, but yeah, there's still not many of them as well, but yeah, here we go. We're getting this restart going. Mayer versus Taylor Gray, and Allgaier right in the middle of that fight as well. So, yeah, so when it comes to Toyotas, there is the Joe Gibbs cars. You got Gray, Brandon Jones, Chase Briscoe. That's at least 3 of them. Wasn't there another one? Car number 18 with Zilisch. So we got the 4 Joe Gibbs cars, along with Dean Thompson in the 26. I believe is that the only other Toyota in the field today? So there's 5 Fords and 5 Toyotas in the entire field. So as I hit is again, Xfinity's been Chevy heavy for a while, but yeah. Yeah, there's 5 total Toyotas in the field. So 5 Toyotas, 5 Fords, and then by process of elimination, number of total cars in the field, means that there is 28 Chevrolet-powered engines in this field today. 28 of them. 28 Chevys to 5 Fords and 5 Toyotas. I mean, it might as well be a spec Chevy series almost at this point. And, a little bit of contact there with Taylor Gray there. Then we got the 00 looking the inside on the 2. A little bit of contact there with the 2 car from the 00. And the 16 of Eckes goes up and brushes the wall just a little bit. And he is forcing himself right at the very top of that corner. I don't know if that's necessarily the best strategy there, but it's the one he's going with here. Here we go. Nick Sanchez all the way to the bottom. That's the kind of strategy I think that is the ideal one, is to run right around that bottom, maybe a half lane up. But also, if you are running a half lane up, you're opening yourself up to somebody else trying to shove it in there if you go more than half a lane up. Or if you go exactly half a lane up and someone tries to go half a lane down below the line, as there is no white line rule at Charlotte. All right, there we go. Super mods are racing up at Wiscasset tonight. Ooh, I might have to see what time they're planning on starting that. Because what do you guys think? Would you guys be down to see an impromptu vlog where we just head on out? Hey, cheers from Wisconsin. Hey, I was in Wisconsin earlier this month. I went up to I was up in Milwaukee for Pokemon regionals. So. Nice to see you from Wisconsin, and here we go. We are closing in on 5 laps to go in stage number 1. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what time Wiscasset starts tonight. Let's see. But yeah, right now again we've got about 5 laps to go in this stage. Byron, Zilisch, Allgaier at the front of the field. Mayer, Sieg. Round out your top 5. Jeb Burton actually making a pretty good run there. Jeb Burton is really impressive here. Let's see. Wiscasset. Please say like the event, if the event starts at like 7:38. I mean, that'd be a late start time, but I can make it up there. And I'm curious. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see a impromptu live stream up there potentially? Let's see. Wiscasset Speedway. Schedule. All right. Not like Sunday, May 25th. So that's tomorrow at 2 p.m. during the NASCAR Xfinity or during the Indy 500. Yeah. Nope. Not going to make it up there for that one. And say Saturday, May 31st, potentially. But yeah, here we go again. Oh, we got a good battle. Allgaier's really closed in on the back bumper of Zilisch there while we were looking at that. Yeah, so I mean, I would love it if the dirt track around here would dry up, but we've had nothing but rain recently, so it has been ironically, a drought of racing in the area. But yeah, there are 2 paved tracks. They're just a little ways away. Let me see what the actual distance is from here to Wiscasset. Let's see. It would be roughly an hour. So it's roughly an hour to get there, but I would definitely be down to check out some local short track racing if you guys are interested in it. Yeah, not tomorrow because I'm not going to miss the Indy 500 for it. There we go. Watch the ARCA race to see Cletus McFarland, and he messed it up. Yep. Still got a top 10, yeah. I mean, granted, with the mess up that he did have, it didn't really cost him anything here for Cletus McFarland. The mess up really only affected everybody behind him. Again, I will give him major props that he owned up to the mistake. I mean, that's one of those things that he could have tried to explain away and just kind of give excuses, but he owned up to the mistake, explained obviously that, and then went and kind of spun it into a joke. But he did first and foremost take responsibility for the mistake. Which again, as someone who is not necessarily the biggest fan, although I think he's great for the sport, I didn't like come in thinking, oh yeah, Cletus is the greatest thing to happen to start car racing. But I give him credit where credit's due. He owned up to the mistake. Here we go, final lap of the stage. Byron 2 seconds ahead of everybody else. And Byron is going to win the NASCAR Xfinity Series first stage. Zilisch comes home second, Allgaier third, Mayer and Jeb Burton jumps up into the top 5. There we go. Jeb Burton to 5th. And Briscoe looks to be pretty slow there off the corner. Not sure if there's an issue there or not, but that certainly looks a little sketchy there, but let's see. Does Wisconsin have something on the schedule tonight, though? Because they were talking about the weather being a problem for tonight, I thought. But yeah, so, oh man. The 19 got shoved way out of the groove there. Alright, Wisconsin Speedway. Yeah, 3/8 mile track. Alright, just wait and ask the question as to what the start time for tonight's stuff is at Wisconsin. Maybe we'll get an answer during the stream. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll be packing up to go, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Wisconsin was, again, the site of the first local track race I actually went to was at Wisconsin Speedway. And let's see, just for sake of let's see what Oxford's got going on this weekend. Official page of Oxford. There we go. We're still a commercial break. You're not missing anything right now. We're currently at the end of the stages. So let's see. Okay, so racing starts in an hour at Oxford. If I was going to go ahead and head down there for that one. Okay, so practice starts. Racing begins at 6. So yeah, we wouldn't be able to make it back. I mean, we could get down there. I mean, heat races and whatnot. We could get down there for the features, but it's like super late models and stuff. But yeah, there we go. Here we go. Let's see. No, not in Wisconsin. Wiscasset, a town here in Maine where I'm from. Sorry, I know it sounds very similar, but yeah, no, it's Wiscasset Speedway in Wiscasset, Maine. Yeah, I was scrolling on Facebook real quick and just happened to see a post about them complaining about the weather potentially setting them back for a delayed start time. But yeah, so start time at Oxford is in about an hour, so we won't be able to get there for that one, but yeah. I know, it sounds very similar, but very different places. Although actually very similar, because when I was in Wisconsin, I mean, outside of the kind of central, big town, which actually, Milwaukee itself felt like just a bigger Portland. But when you got outside of the main, town, it actually felt very much like Maine. So, I enjoyed my time in Wisconsin, but yeah, no, I'm back home in Maine right now, so. Alright, let's see. I have Kyle Busch in my one-pick league for tomorrow, starting 22nd. Yikes. Yeah, we finally got all the picks done for the podcast group that I'm in, where we do race picks. We got 12 people that do race picks each and every week. We're doing essentially double points this week because we have both Indy 500 picks and Cup. So my picks for the week, I've got Byron for Cup, and I've got Pato Award for IndyCar. So there we go. All right, your family's from Maine, you're from New Hampshire, and now living in Tennessee. All right, nice. So, yeah, as a Maine is nice when it's not covered in 3 feet of snow. But granted, we're covered in 3 feet of snow like 90% of the year. It feels like. And here we go, back from commercial break, coming down pit road, and 4 pit. Wow, we get 4 pit views? That's weird. We normally get just 3, but here we go. Sieg, Mayer, Byron, and Zilisch all going to hit their pit boxes here. And yeah, let's see. Who's going to get their pit stops done first? It looks like, Sieg having a pretty smooth... no, actually a little bit of a slow stop there for Sieg. They had to go over those lug nuts a second or third time there to get that one ready. Mayer is down and away, but it looks like Byron will hold the lead off pit road. No, Zilisch comes out into the side of the 7 car. 7 of Allgaier gains a spot. Gray gains 4 spots. Back up into the top 3 for Taylor Gray. Yeah, thanks to that very fast Joe Gibbs pit crew. Zilisch losing 2 spots. Brandon Jones gaining 4. Sanchez gaining 2 spots. Mayer loses 4 spots on pit road. That is brutal. Yikes. But yeah, so the person who has Kyle Busch in our league for the NASCAR, they've also got Dixon. So that's their duo. The way we did it is that, and then there are some, I need to remember to put in some of these because, yeah, Brandon made his pick a little late. So I just got to scroll up in the chat to, because I forgot to write it down earlier. And then they had an argument about playoffs, which meant that almost everything got buried. So there we go. That was he took Brakeslowski and Power. And this guy chose Daly. And that reminds me, after the stream, I need to call this guy to get his get the other guy's pick, the one other guy's pick, because I had it narrowed down to 2 people, but then he was just like, yes, and it's like, you gotta pick one or the other, and he hasn't gotten back to me yet, so. Fun times, but yeah, so we'll be getting ready for the restart here. Is that showing Briscoe as the leader? Please tell me that's joking, that Briscoe isn't actually leading this race, because after that contact, I would have assumed he would have maybe spent even a little extra time on pit road to make sure that he... Okay, yeah, there we go. It just cycled, so... Yep, he was all good, so there we go. William Byron, Allgaier, Taylor Gray. Yeah, so these front 3, it's going to be a fun fight to watch Taylor Gray try and take down these, this very stacked field here, but... Alright, there we go. Alright, so... Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a wait and see as to what time they're going to get started. So, again, if they get started late, we might make a trip down there. There we go. So I'm at least going to throw together a thumbnail for a potential stream if we end up going down there. But, yeah, I didn't realize the post was made only 20 minutes ago. All right, here we go. And pace cars off. We're back to racing. Green, green, green. Green flag is out. We are back to racing. And, yeah, let's see what we got going on. Again, the 17 able to win the race off the start of this one. So there we go. All right, so there we go. 8 laps into the stage, 53 laps total into the race so far. We're actually working our way through this one. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. I mean, I say we're a quarter of the way through the race already. 50 laps down, long way to go here. The BetMGM number 3 of Austin Dillon. They've got the showcase here. I know, Gizmo. You miss your bed of paper reams in the corner that you used to curl up on, but they moved the paper into the other room. Alright, but yeah, here we go. Here we got, so we got, Eckes looking to the outside. We got, here we go. Brandon Jones actually looking to the inside on Eckes here. There we go. And a new fastest lap goes to Justin Allgaier. Allgaier just took the fastest lap award away from Taylor Gray. So there we go. There we go. So yeah, we'll keep posted on that thing. If we don't have a decision by the end of the stream, stay tuned over on my Twitter. I will absolutely let you guys know if I end up going out or not. But hopefully we'll know by the end of the stream. So that is the thing with ARCA, is that like the back half of the field, outside of those top like 5 cars, the other cars are about 5 to 10 seconds a lap slower, which is just insane. Okay, come on, there's got to be a better resolution. Okay, that right there is actually a really good photo. There we go. All right. Oh. There we go, Izzy. Try and clear up some room down there for you, so you can have your old bed back. Alright, so there we go. Chilling here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So again, right now it's Allgaier versus Byron here at the front of the field. Gray has fallen back quite a bit. And in fact, Zilisch is looking to the inside of Gray, and Zilisch makes contact with Gray. There we go. There's some excitement. There we go. You say Zilisch looking to the inside of Gray. Zilich's car looks really loose. I mean, that is not what you necessarily want to see, but man, there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and open Photoshop again. But yeah, here's the replay of that one. I kind of want to see this replay again because, the 88 gets right up beside him and then gets loose on the bottom. Nearly wipes them both out. Luckily for both of them that the 88 was able to catch that one. And the race lives on for both of them. Now, speaking of the race living on, Zilisch actually finishes that pass on Taylor Gray there. As it looks like they are getting ready for another commercial break here, 1/3 of the way through this stage. It'll be a side-by-side commercial break. As again, the 11 and the 19 trying to make his way through the field. Again, that car looks really weird. Like, there is a lot of shape to that number 19 car, and maybe I'm just noticing it more today than usual, but I don't know. Something looks off about that car, more off than usual. Alright, let's see again. Again, just looking for something real quick to do. I don't know why the thing I'm looking for would even be on in this folder, but it might be. Nope, it wasn't. Okay, so there we go. Again, we still got Byron out in front here. And I say most of the rest of the field's actually already pretty well spread out. Alright, let's see. All logo, fonts, iRacing stuff, t-shirt design, power rankings, more iRacing stuff. My sister's wedding video, which I definitely need to make sure I keep on here. Richmond short. Could have sworn I had a thing for that. Let's see. Maybe I didn't. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Okay, so trying to find a specific format of file to look for. I could have sworn I had. Again, I could have sworn I had this file somewhere. Okay, maybe I don't. Maybe I just need to rebuild it real quick, but here we go. Alright, they're back from, we just came back from commercial break. Byron has started to stretch that lead, though. He's now up to almost a full second over Allgaier. But the big thing was the battle between the two Chevys trying to gang up on the 00 of Creed here. Oh, and Creed nearly takes the 16, or say, the 00 nearly took the 16 of Eckes for a ride there after he got squeezed by both the 16 and the one car on a bit of a squeeze there. All right, there we go. All right, so we got at least something. All right, so there we go. William Sawalich driver update. We got, again, Sawalich. He's currently in 28th after being as high up as 6th at one point in this thing. Yeah, he's been all over the place. He's been as high as 6th and as far back as like 35th. I think they just said, which is just insanity. All right, there we go. Oh, sorry about that. I was looking away from the thing. Let's see. Can't believe Sheldon Creed hasn't won an Xfinity Series race. Yeah, most starts. I think he's got the most starts without a win in Xfinity Series history. I know he's got the most second places in Xfinity Series history without a win. So yeah, it has been a struggle for him. Alright, so there we go. And we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, there we go. I'm going to keep an eye on that one, but I'm going to be building a thumbnail during any kind of commercial breaks that we have. But Briscoe up 12 spots since the restart. There we go. Let's go, Briscoe. Briscoe making some big moves here. He's all the way up he's made his way back to 19th currently. After, again, a really shaky finish to the end. And then, again, the rear end of that car looked very shaky earlier, too. So, alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, let's see. What do we got? It was like 28 laps in. We're about 15 to go in the stage. Alright. Enjoying your stream. I'm on the patio grilling and beers. Hey, that sounds like a pretty cool way to spend the evening. Obviously, Wisconsin's about an hour behind, so it's only 4:30 for you. But hey, again, if the weather wasn't terrible, that sounds like a pretty good one. Which is, I don't know what the weather in Wisconsin is like right now, but again, it is still rainy here. Light rain, but still rain. Actually, let's get a weather tracker on Wisconsin. I've got my own weather that I can check, but Wisconsin, Maine. We got more rain potentially coming in about 35 minutes for Wisconsin. I'm not even sure they get their thing in tonight. They might. They may be stuck having to run a double tomorrow or something. But hey, if they have if any of their races get postponed to Monday, I will absolutely be interested in heading down there for a race. All right, so here we go. Brandon Jones with a slider right up in front of them, but there we go. Okay. Oh man, that sounds really nice. It's 49 and rainy here. So yeah, that's how it's been for us today. Alright, so again, the front two have absolutely left third place behind. It's the Byron and Allgaier show. And so they have about 5 seconds between them and Zilisch. 4 seconds. About 4 seconds between Allgaier in second place and Zilisch in third. I mean, that is a dominating performance here if I've ever seen one. And they go to yet another side-by-side commercial with less than 15 laps to go on the stage. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. Let's try to work on this. But I do want to have this ready in case we make the trip. Let's see if we can come up with a more interesting font here. Want it to be more interesting, but still readable. Also, man, the spelling of that word just looks weird. Alright, there we go. Have you been to Charlotte Motor Speedway? Yes, I was there 2 times. I've been there to the twice, both in 2023. I was there for the very rainy Charlotte race. In fact, I streamed the second half of the Xfinity Series race after they decided to go and put it behind the paywall of FS2. And then I was also there in the fall for the AJ Allmendinger win at the Roval. Same year. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. We got 10 laps to go in the stage. And now Byron has stretched the lead over Allgaier to 2 full seconds. He is, I'm going to say, Byron is just gone. I mean, that is not what you really want to see if you're looking for an exciting race. But if you're Byron, this is exactly what you want to see here. Alright, so let's see. Is there a logo or emblem for the race that I should be looking for? I could do Wiscasset's logo. This is the Coastal 200. Let's see. Let's see if we can get the. Alright, so there we go. Just need to make sure it's transparent background so I can work with it. And we're back from commercial break here with about 7 laps to go in the NASCAR Xfinity Series second stage here. Yeah, not seeing many good quality logos. Let's see. What about their Facebook page? So everything's promoting the Coastal 200 tomorrow. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. Alright, so 6 laps to go here. And again, Byron's in his own zip code entirely here. Alright, let's get chat back up to like, let me turn on this anything. Yeah. So, that's my Charlotte story. So yeah, so far for tracks I've been to a race at, it's I've been to whatchamacallit. Yeah, for NASCAR tracks, I've been to New Hampshire several times. I've been to Bristol quite a few times. I was at 2 of the 3 dirt races, and then I've been to the night race a couple of times. Then there was the Charlotte trip, obviously. I was also at the Pocono doubleheader for one of the races. So yeah, I've been to quite a few races now. Alright, so I don't see a logo on Wiscasset Speedway for the 350 Supermax. Alright, so 3 laps to go, and again, Byron has extended this lead extremely far. And there's not even really a battle for 10th. I mean, 10th right now is held by Sammy Smith, and about a second and a half back is Quapple. And the second and a half, they're not going to lose that much time. Right now, focusing in on the battle for 15th between Dean Thompson in the 26 and the 16 of Christian Eckes. But that's the best battle they got on track right now, which is not great, or at least it's the best one they're choosing to show. There could be, Zilisch versus Gray. Come on, let's get Connor Zilisch versus Taylor Gray are within like 2-3 tenths of a second of each other for third. Can we get that one, please? Alright, there we go. Alright, and yep, there we go. Byron wins stage off of turn 4. Byron wins stage number 2. Allgaier, Zilisch, Gray, and Brandon Jones, the top 5. Sam Mayer, Ryan C., Jesse Love, Sheldon Creed, and Sammy Smith, the other 10 earning points, and no real change in the standings. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. Cool went in 06, slept in your truck with the topper in the backstretch area, snuffed into the workers' lot, had a blast. Yeah, I mean, Bristol's a ton of fun. If you had the chance to go to Bristol, I think you absolutely should. I'll be there for the night race again this year. I'm doing both New Hampshire. I'm doing both playoff races at Bristol and New Hampshire in back-to-back weeks, so that should be a fun one. I'll be bringing you guys along for as much as I can. It sounds like it won't be until July until I have further confirmation that I can say about the other stuff that I've got in the works, but should hopefully be able to have a good time. I won't be there for the ARCA race, unfortunately, when Cletus is going to be racing there, but I will be getting there in time for Trucks that night. So, Trucks Xfinity Cup, I will be there for all 3 races of that weekend. I've also been to Richmond, but not actually for, technically it was for a race, but not actually for a real race. Because I was just happened to be flying into Richmond International Airport the morning of the Daytona 500, and just happened to see that they had a watch party going on at the track for the 2019 Daytona 500. So just made a small detour and a small change of plans, and went and hung out in the Richmond luxury suites where they were hosting the watch party for that one. So yeah, just a little bit. All right, so we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. But yeah, that was probably one of the more interesting race tracks I've been to. And that's it for kind of NASCAR sanctioned tracks I've been to. I've also been to a bunch of locals. I've been to 411 Speedway in the Pigeon Forge area of Tennessee. Then I've also been to, obviously, Wiscasset, Oxford last year, and I've been to Unity a half dozen times last year, which is my local dirt track. I've also been to a couple of go-karting tracks up here as well, which go-karts are actually quite fun to watch. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, they still got commercials going on. We are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so now we can just go ahead and bring up the Wiscasset Speedway page, and we'll see if we get the any answers here. So yeah, $1,000 to win, 50 laps modified special. All right, New England Pro 4 mods. All right, nice. And the Dale's Cash Fuel Runners. All right, not bad. Couple of pretty cool races on the slate for tonight, assuming that they'll be doing them after we get out of here. Again, I would need to know the start time. And yeah, if you guys want to see the stream, all right. Oh, here we go. I saw you retracted a message earlier. Yep, there we go. I've been to Michigan 8 times, Charlotte, Phoenix, Chicagoland, Iowa, and Road America. All right, those are all pretty cool tracks. My dad's been to Road America a few times because he does his he's done some gun safety courses with the not the NRA, but the USCA, I believe it is. I'm probably missing an acronym. Maybe it's USCCA. Yeah, probably. Yeah, CCA sounds right. Yeah, out in Wisconsin, and got to check out Road America a couple times when he's been out there. Then he and I, we were both in Charlotte. We went down to Charlotte together for the 600. But yeah, Phoenix is pretty. Sounds like a pretty cool track. I don't know if you went before or after the recent renovations, but I know they made a massive amount of renovations for in preparation to potentially getting the championship date. Yeah, Road America, I imagine it's a ton of fun. Then there's say Chicagoland. I would love to get to go to Chicagoland. I'd also just like to have a race at Chicagoland, but right now we've got the okay, you went before. Okay, yep. Yeah, I figured there was about a 50-50 chance that you'd been before or after, so. Alright, let's go ahead and just Oh, did we not? I didn't. I finished designing the image. I hadn't actually gone and made it into a proper image yet. Alright, so there we go. Oh, come on. Where's my pop-up happening? Because it must have a pop-up window that it wants me to save. There we go. So there we go. So this is what I'm thinking for tonight as a potential second stream. Yeah, if you guys would like to see that, feel free to let me know. Those are the types of cars they're racing this weekend. So, yep. So they've got the super modifieds up there. Pit area is easy access at Phoenix. Met Mark Martin there. He was chilling in a pit for a truck race by himself. Late, nice. All right. But yeah, so those are the cars that they're racing. That's the main event of tonight's racing at Wiscasset. So, again, assuming that they announce a start time here at some point, I'm definitely leaning towards going. I think that'd be a ton of fun. If we hit 3,000 subscribers while we're out there, that'd be amazing. If we hit it while we're en route, that'd be pretty cool as well. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. But yeah, we are sitting currently 6 subscribers away from hitting that 3,000 mark. But yeah, so there we go. Yep, so I figure I at least put together the live stream again. That the image wasn't all that hard to make. And so I think that'll be pretty fun to go out and potentially stream that. Alright, so there we go. We got so they've got something Philadelphia on, and then the Xfinity race next weekend at Nashville. But yeah, if you guys like to see more local track stuff as opposed to potentially Xfinity or trucks, let me know. Certainly once Unity gets going, there's a chance that truck coverage might drop down a little bit, but I'm also hoping that maybe we'll get to some of the. Oh, wait, what? Cup drivers. Okay, so the Cup drivers in the Xfinity Series booth, we got Cindric, Chastain, Blaney, Busch, Allmendinger, Bell, Hamlin, and Larson all doing time in the broadcast booth. So Cindric at Nashville, Chastain at Mexico City. Why is that not Daniel Suarez? Oh, he's probably racing in the Mexico race. That's why. I was about to say. And then, obviously, for the Brickyard 400 weekend, it'll be Kyle Larson who... Oh! No! William Byron! Too fast exiting pit road. William Byron is going to the tail end of the field, and we've just got a massive shakeup in the running order as we are currently about to hit lap 100 in this race. Half down, half to go. And too fast entering pit road. William Byron to the rear of the field. Yikes. Not good. Not good at all. So, you know, that is a costly mistake there. Just gave up all that track position. Good thing is that Hendrick car's Camaro is a fast one, but so they're gonna go ahead and get doubled up and ready to go back racing. It will be Allgaier, Taylor Gray, Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, and Jesse Love, the top 5, as we will be going green this time by. So all doubled up, ready to go. And I said they've got the Wheelin' sponsored caution flag. And let's see. When the caution flag comes out so frequently that you can actually sell sponsorship on it, what kind of world are we living in? All right, so there we go. Pace cars off field in the hands of the 7 and 54 car as we get ready to go racing here. Green flag is out, and the 54 and 7 are away. And ooh, I might want to recheck that camera there because I think that the 2, as much as I would hate to do this to Jesse Love, I think the 2 of Jesse Love may have popped out of line too soon. That might be a penalty for Jesse Love incoming. I think that restart should be under review here. I don't know when or where, but okay. Okay, so they're saying that he is good because he didn't actually gain anything from it. Which, I don't know. I thought you weren't supposed to pop out of line at all, but if they're saying it's not a penalty, I guess it's not a penalty, but I thought for sure it was going to end up being one, so. 100 up, 100 down. We are officially at halfway. Halfway in the race. That's a big one. All right, there we go. All right, still no update on the track to do on the local track race. Yep. So yeah, they said that they'll have a start time as soon as they know, so I'm going to trust that they will actually post one. And until then, we got 99 problems, but these drivers have 99 problems, and the final 99 laps are all of them. So there we go. That sounded a lot better in my head, but oh well. Again, Allgaier, Gray, Mayer actually jumped up to 3rd. There we go. What on earth happened to Brandon Jones? He was top 5 on the restart, and now he's back in 10th. Yikes. Come on. What does Brandon Jones have to do to avoid losing spots like crazy? Ooh, that's really cool. 51 car for Jeremy Clements. Looks a lot like some of Bobby Labonte's old interstate cars. Not sure if that's intentional or if that's just... Maybe it's just the green association in my head because that's one... And yep, there it is! No! Jesse Love with the penalty. You heard it here first. Jesse Love was definitely out of line early, and it is a costly mistake as he will have to do a pass-through penalty here at pit road speed for jumping out of line on the restart. And yep, I was pretty sure it was early, and that is going to be a costly mistake for Jesse Love. I mean, William Byron, his was not great, but he's already up. He's already gained 10 of the spots that he lost back. I mean, he's about a quarter of the way done the run back through the field already. Meanwhile, Jesse Love is going to have a longer way to go because he had to do the pass through under green, not just a tail end of the longest line. And two, his car has not been at the same quality of William Byron's to be able to just power through the rest of the field. But, yep, we'll have to wait and see where that ends up landing him. But as of right now, it is, Allgaier, Gray, Zilisch at the front of the field. Although it looks like Zilisch and Gray might be getting into a pretty decent battle here. Here comes the 1 and the 8. There we go. Quapple versus Sammy Smith battling it out for the 6th position here. Quapple's going to slide up, try and jump right in front of the 8. There we go. Good job. Alright, there we go. Yep, William Byron already back up into the top 15 already. As, he is just storming through the field. I mean, we all knew he was going to be fast. The question was how fast. The answer? Very fast. And here we go. 93 laps to go, and William Byron is absolutely on a mission. He's currently 8 seconds off the lead, which obviously I think to catch the leader, it's going to be a tall task to do that without a caution flag, but he's got plenty of laps to potentially do it. And there we go, Sam Mayer taking another spot off of Taylor Gray, and yet again, we don't get a chance to see it. Alright, so here we go. The 00 of Creed. Again, Sheldon Creed has been one of the most consistent drivers in the Xfinity Series for the last 4 or 5 years, but he just has not been able to break into victory lane. He was really good in the trucks, too, which, again, a tear-off came completely off the 00 car there to clear up his vision, I guess. But, again, we are watching something special with this run through the field of the 17 car here. I would not be shocked to see him potentially run all the way up through the field here. Alright, so there we go. Again, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, let's crack this open since we grabbed it a while back. It's still cold. Supporting the NASCAR sponsors, we got Ryan Blaney with the body armor. I'm a big fan of my NASCAR sponsors, so I always like to support them. And hey, when they taste really good, that helps too. Which, not a paid advertisement, but I genuinely really like supporting NASCAR sponsors. If Coca-Cola and Body Armor wanted to sponsor me, sure, just drop off a case of them on my front porch every couple of weeks. Woo, there we go. And William Byron absolutely storming through the field. He's up to 12th. He's looking for 10th. Here we go. William Byron looking for 10th place here as he tries to pass 2 cars at once. There we go. Looks like there's going to be a little too much spread. He's going to have to pick them up one at a time here, but it is Austin Dillon, another Cup Series driver. He's going to have to try and battle for this 11th position, but here we go. Where's everyone watching from on here? Give a like. Yeah, hey, I would love to. We got 19 concurrent viewers. If we could get to 19 likes, that would be amazing. If we could somehow hit that, hit those other 6 subscribers to hit 3K, that'd be unbelievable. But again, right now we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Come on, let's see some William Byron dives to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going for the pass on Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon also looking to the inside of the 20 of Brandon Jones. None of them able to complete that pass. As they come off the corner, that run off the top side just a little too strong. Dillon able to hold his spot ahead of the 17. And now into turn 1 and 2, he looks to the bottom of the track again, and we got a scraped up number 70 car of Thomas Anazitia, I believe. Oh, no, that's Leland Honeyman Jr., sorry. I think Thomas Anazitia is usually in that car, but nope, it is Leland Honeyman Jr. today. But yeah, managed to get to pit road, no caution flag flying, so all good here. It looks like we're getting ready for yet another commercial break, but again, and the 3 car has been passed. William Byron up into 11th place. There we go. So now Brandon Jones really needs to be worried because now William Byron has no one else to try and be battling with. It's going to be Brandon Jones or nothing. All right, so here we go. Again, the fact that William Byron is just picking them off like this. Yeah, picks off Austin Dillon. Now he can set his sights on 10th place. And the fact that the outside line seems to be where you want to be right now, that's a very good news. If that was Kyle Larson, which I almost for a moment kind of forgot that it wasn't Kyle Larson because that is Kyle Larson's paint scheme usually, but nope, that is that's William Byron. But Byron himself is not a bad highline racer. So here we go. Let's see what we got. Again, we also got the 7 car. He's coming up to lap Jesse Love. Jesse Love currently on pace to end up a lap off the race. Again, Jesse Love is going to have to fight hard to try and hold on to this one. This might be the best shot we've seen it. Justin Allgaier getting passed for the lead on track here. Connor Zilisch currently sits 1.9 seconds behind the leader. And down to pit road comes down to pit road here comes the 00. He's too early, so he's not going to be able to make it to the end of the he's not going to be able to go the distance on it. Must have felt he had a tire coming flat or something because no other real reason to pit at this point. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, again, we've got ourselves a pretty good battle going on here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We got our little putty cat underneath the desk. He is fully settled back into his little bag that he likes to sleep on down there. And we are good to go. All right, let's see. Here we go. Allgaier looking to the outside. He is going to clear Jesse Love for the lap down. No. Jesse Love now a lap behind the race. And here comes William Byron on the outside going around, ironically, the teammate to Jesse Love. That is Austin Hill, who will get dropped outside the top 10 here for the 17 of William Byron. 17 of William Byron now up into 8th place. He will be now we get a bit of a minute for not having to talk about William Byron because there is about 3-4 seconds between himself and Sammy Smith. That is going to take some time to go ahead and get the run back from the back of the field back up to the front. But there we go. Yeah, okay, wall contact for Creed. I was pretty sure that it had to be something he either thought he had a wheel, either a wheel loose, which would be strange this late into the run, or or potentially a tire going down, which a tire could be going down from potential tire rub from wall contact. So yeah, you got that off the scanner. Yep. So there we go. And here we go to the bottom of the racetrack. Creed with an absolute. He's got 4 fresh tires, and he is trying to use them as fast as he can because he is going to need a well-timed caution if he wants a shot at bringing this one back. But yeah, there's the wall contact for Creed. Yeah, scraped it pretty good. Again, I don't know if I see any tire smoke coming off of it, but yep. Again, right now though, doesn't really matter if there was tire smoke because he did come to the pit road to get it fixed. And once again, we will go ahead and skip around to ads. And we will just keep on keeping on here. Connor Zilisch still over 2 seconds, almost 3 seconds behind the leader of Justin Allgaier at this point. Again, you really need Allgaier to run into some kind of lap traffic that is going to really slow him up. Because other than that, oh, man, that was a big block for a teammate on teammate. Sammy Smith with a massive block on the one car of Connor Zilisch. That was massive, but they both managed to keep it going, which is good. All right, so there we go. All right, so we are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. But yeah, the 21 of Austin Hill now under fire from the 20 of Brandon Jones here. And so this is a pretty big battle going on for the 9th position. Again, these drivers are making these battles on track really exciting. I mean, I know these positions really aren't overly meaningful right now. I mean, battling for 9th and 10th. But as of right now, again, you really want to try and make it. You got to make it to about 60 to go before you can really feel comfortable pitting. So we're about 13 laps out from that pit window opening. 10 to 15 laps before the pit window should open. And then subsequently, I believe it will slam shut very shortly after the pit window opens. Yeah, so there isn't a wide margin as to when they could pit, but outside of Sheldon Creed, who is currently 1 lap down in 27th, he is the one exception to the pit window will close quickly because he could stay out for an extra couple of laps. Yeah, try and hope for a caution to level himself out back on the lead lap with everybody else, but all right, here we go. Let's see. All right, let's see. And events canceled. Yep, so events canceled for tonight over at Wisconsin. So no local short track racing tonight. And I'm guessing Oxford didn't have it. I don't remember if Oxford had anything going on tonight. Oh! Okay, you know what, guys? We're going to be going to a race on Tuesday. Matt DiBenedetto. I'm pretty sure that's what he says when he loses a race. Matt DiBenedetto! No! But I'm a little surprised that Matt DiBenedetto hasn't done better this year, although that is a first-year team, so it isn't exactly the biggest surprise there. But I just saw this.
Yeah, so Oxford Plain Speedway, the other track within a mile, or not within a mile, but within an hour of my house, has Kyle Busch coming up this Tuesday. Let's go! Kyle Busch racing in Maine this Tuesday. We're definitely gonna go ahead and grab a ticket. Kyle Busch racing in Maine this Tuesday. Let's go! We got some in-person action. He was up here last summer too for the for a 300 lapper at the same racetrack, and I actually managed to get a flag autographed by him and Justin Haley, who were both up here for that race. But yeah, I am hyped after seeing that. There we go. I was a little upset about the lack of a race tonight, but we just got a massive win with that one. We got a race tomorrow. There we go. Yep, AFB Kyle Busch racing in Maine. All right, let's see exactly what the because I know it's roughly an hour. Because ironically, I used to live like right next door to the track to this track, but never ended up going. So let's see. Where to? Come on. Where's my... Come on. But yeah, here we go. Coming back from commercial break, Justin Allgaier absolutely slicing and dicing through this lap traffic. Nearly a 5-second lead over Connor Zilisch here for Justin Allgaier. Allgaier's one real competition was Byron, and Byron's kind of been just stuck in 8th for the last little bit. He's catching up to Quapple, but he's lost time to the leader just like everybody else has been. So there we go. All right, here we go. Oxford Plain Speedway, 49 miles away. Hour and 20, so about an hour and a half away. But yeah, so yeah, we'll definitely be going down there. Hopefully you guys are excited for that, because I'm bringing you guys along this time. I didn't really do much filming last time because I was mostly there as a spectator because it was my first time going to the track. But yeah, I will definitely be covering the race from there. So there we go. Have you been to the Bulls Gap, Tennessee track? No, the only track I've ever been, the only local short track I've been to in Tennessee is 411 down in the Pigeon Forge area. So, yeah, that's the only local track I've been to in Tennessee when I was staying with my aunt who lives down in Sevierville, so. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of great local tracks in Tennessee, though. But no, I haven't gotten a chance to see most of them, unfortunately. Catherine Legg, though, she's still out here logging laps. I mean, yeah, she's 2 laps down in the Jordan Anderson car, but again, she's managed to stay out of trouble. She hasn't caused an incident. I think this is great signs for her to potentially at least start to minimize the mistakes on these ovals, which was kind of the biggest problem with it. So let's see if we can get to 3,000 subscribers. Make that a 3,000 subscriber special stream with with Kyle Busch at my local track. Because yeah, the last time Kyle Busch was up here, he got spun at the he got spun out midway through the race, and I caught that one on a pretty good video, but yeah, it didn't end up, because I was recording a little bit, but didn't end up putting it together for a video. But yeah, I'll definitely be bringing you guys along this time, though. Alright, so there we go. We are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So Tuesday. So that'll be Tuesday night. Alright, let's see. Again, we're just chilling out here. We got William Byron trying to make a pass here on Carson Quapple for the 7th position, but with 60 laps to go, I mean, say it is the magic number. We could start to see pit stops here at some point for some of these drivers who might be struggling. But
as of right now, I think these drivers are looking at this and thinking we might just go green to the checkers and you want to run a little bit further, ideally. You don't want to pit the second the window opens, otherwise you're opening yourself up to a caution that could potentially cost you. But, yeah, here we go. Let's see. I went to CDL school with a late model driver who drives in Tennessee. Nice. Yeah, here we go. And, ooh, uh-oh. Nick Sanchez. Why is... All right, here we go. Austin Dillon coming to pit road, and the 17 is slowed down dramatically. And I assume he's planning a pit stop here. Yeah, there we go. He's skirting the edge of the racetrack here in 3 and 4, but man, he slowed down really early, or something must have happened when I looked away for a second to read the chat. Because, yeah, the 17 got absolutely destroyed on that one. Not physically, but just on speed. He lost all sorts of speed there. Coming down, going to get his pit stop in. Austin Hill coming down as well. He was struggling, so it makes sense that he would want to try and get off this set of tires. But again, anytime you're pitting like this, the goal is that you're going to put pressure on the leader to try and match you and try and drag the rest of the field to the pit road. Yeah, the problem is if you get a caution and the leader was stubborn enough to stay out and he ends up trapping you a lap down, then you're in a little bit of trouble. So yeah, right now, Justin Allgaier with a 6-second lead over Connor Zilisch here. Anthony Alfredo getting his pit cycle and getting his tires. Oh, a bit of an issue for the 42. And I said, 42 having issues with the jack, and that is going to kill Anthony Alfredo's race. That is awful. No. Here we go. The 1 of Quapple on pit road. The 41 of Sam Mayer are on pit road. And here comes Justin Allgaier to pit road. The race leader descends onto pit road. So the race leader coming down onto pit road, car number 7, handing the lead to Connor Zilisch, Nick Sanchez, Brandon Jones, Brennan Poole, Dean Thompson, the top 5 here, as Justin Allgaier pits. Here comes Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray, is he looking for pit road or coming off of it? Because it's hard to tell here. Oh, yeah, Taylor Gray, it looks like has a tire down. So whether he's already pit or not, he is going to have to come back to pit road for that one. And that is not good if he did already pit, because that means he's going to be making a second unplanned pit stop here. All right, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Brandon Jones out to the lead. Here comes the 54 coming down for his pit stop. They're going to get that dud tire swapped out. And again, Byron's back up into 17th, so it's not like he lost a ton of spots here, but it is going to be a curious thing to see when he comes to pit road. Caution flag flies! Caution flag flies for debris on the front stretch. Probably off of Taylor Gray's race car, but the caution flag flies. Brandon Jones, Brennan Poole, Dean Thompson, Burton, and Ryan Ellis, the top 5. What? Jeremy Clements, Jesse Love, Allgaier, Burton, and Creed, the top 10. What? This is going to change everything. Yep, so that is going to be debris that came off of the 54 car there. Yep, there's that tire coming apart there on the back and laying down a debris field. And that caution flag is about to change everything, because now we've got a caution flag. We got to figure out. Okay, so Allgaier's on the lead lap. So he will almost certainly return to the lead of the race. And then we got we got Sam Mayer 1 lap down. He's kind of your second car that I think is really that pitted recently enough to completely ignore the pitting factor. But yeah, so Sheldon Creed gaining a lot of this. Sheldon Creed and who else was it? Yeah, Sheldon Creed gaining a ton of his time back that he had lost with that unscheduled pit stop. So Sammy Smith gets that. William Byron will have to do a wave around, but he will get his lap back in 16th. As of right now, though, there's going to be quite a few cars trapped, potentially lap down, which that is not going to be good. Alright, so there we go again. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Yeah, the on-screen graphics are usually about a half lap ahead of where I am on the on the actual what I'm seeing on the TV actively. So, and there's not much I can really do about that. Although it does look like I'm a little bit behind. So there we go. I can speed up a little bit, maybe get a little closer to live, but. Yep, as of right now, though, pit road is open. We got 51 laps to go, and it is going to be a duel on pit road here. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so we got Creed, Clements, Jones, and Brendan Poole all doing their pit stops here. Looks like it's going to be Brandon Jones with the fastest pit stop of them, as he will win the race off pit road. The rest of the drivers all are just going to come off in it looks like, is that Gray? Yep, Taylor Gray, I believe, came down for yet another pit stop, trying to fine tune that car, figure out how much they can fix while they have a chance. And yeah, there we go. All right, so again, we are chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Alright. Oh, there we go. Again, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Yeah, if you guys are having a good time and enjoying the stream, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss anything. I don't remember. I think the tickets were like 15 to 20 bucks last time when he was there for the 300. Now, maybe because it's Memorial Day, it'll be more. Let me see if the website has tickets or if it's only going to be on site. And the interesting thing about that is I get to drive by Maine's largest casino on the way there. Yeah, I picked it up for the for Memorial Day weekend, and we'll be bringing it back for the 4th of July weekend as well. So let's see. Okay, so Brendan Queen is also going to be there. We got Brendan Queen as well coming up here. There we go. They might want to update this thing because he's not the current ARCA points leader anymore for Brendan Queen. And it is $30 for adults, $50 for pit road access. I had pit road access last time. I'm not sure if you guys want pit road access. We can definitely look into it, but the view is definitely better from the regular grandstand side versus the pit road grandstands. All right, so there we go. Do we have a full entry list? Let's see. I don't know if they have a full entry list or not. But yeah, we got Butterbean and Kyle Busch in the same race. Last time Kyle Busch's spotter also drove his Cup Series spotter. Was actually driving in the race as well. That was another driver we were able to keep an eye on throughout the race. So that was also pretty cool to see. Can't for the life of me remember the spotter's name, but yep. So yeah, we were just chilling out though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Doubled up, ready to go back racing. Lights are off the pace car. Let's go. And again, we should be a little bit closer to the on-screen graphics so that it won't be going green like 4 seconds ahead now. All right, here we go. Oh, lights came back on the pace car. No. No. Oh, I was so ready for some to go back racing. Are we gonna is it just adding 1 lap? Please tell me it's just adding 1 lap. Please tell me it's just adding 1 lap. Come on. We're excited for some more racing. Come on. We got Allgaier, Zilisch, Dean Thompson, Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton in the top 5. And yet, lights go back off on the pace car. So it looks like they just added 1 lap to double check a couple of things, make sure everything is perfect. And we have 23 lead lap cars officially. 23 lead lap cars. Austin Dillon in 23rd place is the last car on the lead lap. Notable guys off the lead lap. We've got William Sawalich in the Joe Gibbs racing car. We've got Anthony Alfredo. And then Taylor Gray has lost 3 laps with his flat tire issue. So, yeah, those are the notable drivers who have lost a lap or so throughout this caution flag. So again, the focus is going to be on these guys in the top 10. But again, I'm curious to see. We've got William Byron is going to have to storm from the 18th position up into the top. Trying to go for the top 10 or even the top 5. All right, so here we go. We are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We should be going green this time by. Oh, and we got a super chat. Thank you. There we go. Hey. Here's some likes to the all right. Hey, if we want pit access, I can definitely get pit access. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are back to racing. Let's go. Thank you for the $20 super chat, by the way. Here we go. Green flag is out. Let's go. All right. So there we go. That is it. Again, thank you for that super chat. And here we go. 46 laps to go. Down the back straightaway here. We got the 7 to Allgaier. He's got the fastest lap of the day. We got Zilisch in second here. Dean Thompson up in the mix as well. Dean Thompson with a very fast-looking car here. He's got one of those fast Toyotas, but unfortunately he's not in a Joe Gibbs Toyota, so it's going to be a little bit slower than the absolute top-of-the-line Toyotas like what Brandon Jones is driving. But right now, Dean Thompson making the most of it. Contact into the fence goes the 88. Scrapes the fence, manages to get away with one there, but man, that is not what you want to be doing if you're Dean Thompson. You do not want to be angering some of these guys who are going to be racing around you if you're going to be near the front here down the stretch of this race. That is going to make this a whole lot harder here on the driver of the 26. Now you got the 25 of Harrison Burton getting up into the mix. Didn't we just have somebody talking about Di Benedetto, who was not, or no, sorry, that's Di Benedetto, not Burton. I forget because they both did a stint in the 21 car that didn't end overly favorably. And we got Sam Mayer with a flat tire. Caution flag flies. Caution flag flies as the Mayer nearly got clipped again, and this time Sam Mayer brings out the caution flag with a flat tire, and that is gonna re-rack the field here. Harrison Burton, Dean Thompson, second and third. And there we go. Old Creed's in fifth, or sixth. Yep. As I Sheldon Creed up to sixth place here. He's making some progress. So there we go. Again, caution flag flies. Alright, but yeah, so, man, I still am trying to process the $20 super chat, but thank you very much, Dear Lacrosse. But yeah, this caution flag's going to re-rack this field, and we're going to get ready to go again. Alright, so there we go, and yeah, let's see what the 88 tapping on that bumper of the 26 car, trying to convey that, hey, I'm not unhappy with you, because, yeah, the 26 just ran the 88 into the fence not long before that caution flag flew. Two of them looked like they were going to have a nice battle off the corner, and then the 26 just drifted up a little too high. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. And yeah, let's hope we can get this one going. Alright, so yeah, I might even ask a couple of friends, see if they want to do a group trip down to Auburn for the race. Actually, I don't know if my buddy's off of overnights by that point or not. He's been on overnights for this entire month, basically. I think he's still on overnights next week, which means he wouldn't be able to go to the race and still make it back for it. Because I know he would absolutely love it. So yeah, we'll definitely be up there. I'll be bringing the phone and battery pack so that we can do some streaming, put together some videos. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the content from Oxford. But yeah, I did not realize Kyle Busch was coming up this week because last time he came up it was around 4th of July. So here we go. Let's see. Alright, so there we go. Went and sent at least one text to one of my buddies, that one of the guys I work with that usually talks racing with me, but Everett, that's who I can ask if Everett wants to head down to the race or not, but yeah. Alright, so yeah, there we go. Coming back from commercial break, we should hopefully be getting this one going. We're closing in on the end of this race. 40 laps to go. Alright, so there we go. Doubled up, ready to go back racing. So it's going to be Allgaier, Burton on the front row. Zilisch is going to be lined up behind Burton on row 2. We're going to have to watch for Zilisch potentially jumping out of line too early here. Then we got Jones on the top of Creed in row 3. Row 4, we have Love and Clements, Poole and Burton rounding out row number 5. Alright, so there we go. Also, Kyle Busch just announced a contract extension for next year as well today, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not a long-term extension I think a lot of people were kind of hoping that we'd have a long-term future plan, but here we go. Pace cars off, green, 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 green flags out, we are back to racing. And here we go, Justin Allgaier, and yeah, hey, I will say, give credit there. I don't know if it's out of fear or out of respect, but the 88 actually stuck to the back bumper of Harrison Burton all the way down into turn 1. Didn't jump out of line at all to try and make the pass. Again, not sure if it was out of fear of not wanting to get penalized or if it was because he actually knew he was running the right one. But yeah, he runs that one pretty well. He's going to lose a couple spots here as the 00 Creed actually makes his way up into the second position. We got Creed versus Allgaier here. Is Creed going to finish second yet again? Because Sheldon Creed up into the second position behind Allgaier here. Dean Thompson in third. Connor Zilisch fourth. Harrison Burton rounding out your top 5. But yeah, Sheldon Creed back to an 0-2 familiar position. Second place. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. What do we got? Alright, so 36 laps to go here. There is still time. Here we go. Zilisch looking to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get by the 26 of Dean Thompson here. Dean Thompson, the top Toyota in the field, but that is mostly due to the timely caution that helped him and Brandon Jones out there. But hey, you can't control the circumstances. But hey, he played himself into a pretty good spot. So great job there. And again, 35 laps to go. 35 to go here. Again, Allgaier putting a great battle here on it. Let's see. Get it, Creedy. He's got a bit more fuel if that matters. It shouldn't matter because they both pit with less than 60 laps to go. The cars can go 62 to 65 on fuel, I believe. So they both pit with let's see. At lap 144 to the end of the race, that is with so that's 56 to go for Allgaier. Pit with 56 to go, while Creed pit with 50 laps to go. So I don't think the fuel should come into effect, but we will keep an eye on it. But I don't think it should come into play. If it does, that would be even more insane. But yeah, so far though, Creed, to reference a Creed song, he's hoping that he can take himself a little higher. I am not going to punish anybody with hearing an attempt at my singing voice, because nobody wants to hear that. I know that. So here we go. 33 laps to go here. Creed, though, needing to go just a little higher here at the track. And oh no! Chase Briscoe slow, and he's making the hard turn down to pit road. Chase Briscoe, a very eventful night for Chase Briscoe as he comes down to pit road with a massively scraped up and worn out front end. And that is probably going to be the end of any talking about Chase Briscoe, unless he ends up being the cause of a caution here. But there we go. 31 laps to go. No caution flag as of right now, and we've got ourselves a pretty good one. Can we stop getting... Okay, I know that sponsors pay a lot of money for certain things. Can we stop having yellow sponsors on the leaderboard where the yellow flag banner usually goes when there's a caution flag flying? I mean, I know obviously we can figure that one out, but yeah, William Byron's back. But yeah, I mean, that would be nice if we could stop having yellow sponsors in and around the leaderboards. Just a small annoyance of mine. But yep, William Byron back up into the top 10. He's got a long way to go if he wants to get back up to the top spot, but especially with only 30 laps to go here. But if any of the cars in the field could make that run from 10th all the way to 1st, it would be William Byron. But I think he would need another restart. He needs to pass He basically needs to pass all the cars in front of him, getting to about 6th or 7th place, and then he'll need a caution flag. So he doesn't want one yet because he's got like 3 or 4 cars right in front of him, and he can pass those before the caution flies. That would be a good balance here. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so there we go. We got Allgaier's gotten himself now to a 1.5 second lead over Sheldon Creed. Yikes. Come on, man. Zilisch has moved his way up into the 3rd position. He's about a second and a half behind Creed. So the front 3 cars all separated by about a second and a half each. A very well spread out field here, especially at the front view. Because behind Zilisch, the next car behind him is Jesse Love, who's another second and a half to 2 seconds behind him. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. I do have a short in the works, by the way, from the Cletus McFarland crash, the live reaction to that. I wasn't able to capture it live because I didn't think to record the restart, but I'm working. I did go back and capture the clip, and I just need to go and put them together when I get a chance. So here we go. Dean Thompson versus Nick Sanchez. Sanchez, big chop right in front of Dean Thompson. Yikes. He manages to pull it off, though, getting that one, and now Dean Thompson to the bottom of the track, going to try and see if he can get the counter move here on this one. I like pulling for the underdogs. Hey, I'm right there with you. I mean, I'm a big Kyle Busch fan, but I'm also a very, very big Michael McDowell fan. In fact, I'm actually kind of surprised I don't. If this was my normal studio, I would absolutely have something Michael McDowell within reach, but I don't have a Michael McDowell thing within reach. Ironically, I do have a Nick Sanchez Truck Series card, who's another underdog in this race. Nick Sanchez. We were just talking about him making some passes. But yeah, I've literally got a stack of... In fact, let's see how many drivers in this race I can find within reach. So, Nick Sanchez, Harrison Burton, we got him. Some of those are football. Let's see. William Sawalich, there we go. Let's see. Chandler Smith isn't in this series. William Byron. Hey, you know what? To find that many cards within reach, one says I have way too many cards. But yeah, I literally have William Byron card, Soul Hollitt's rookie card, orange Harrison Burton, all right within reach, and we've got 23 laps to go. All right, so there we go. We are chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Again, the Sanchez's, Sanchez. Here we go. Oh, caution flag! Caution flag's out. The one car of Carson Quapple going around. Where's my Creed sticker? Trying to think if I've got a Sheldon Creed card. Actually, here's a here's a full brick of race cars. Parker Retzloff. Let's see. Jones, Jimmy, Retzloff again, Cindric, Allmendinger, Ty Dillon, Kaz Gralla. I know I've got a friend who's a big Kaz Gralla fan. I've got a Carson Quapple rookie card, or I've got a Josh Berry and a Carson Quapple rookie card around somewhere. Rajah Caruth, Allgaier, Justin Allgaier's in this field too. There we go. Justin Allgaier again. Chase Elliott, Harrison Burton, Lane Riggs from the Truck Series. Austin Cindric. Let's see. Ankrum, Rusty Wallace, Labonte, Dillon, Eric Almirola, The Biff, Barry, Gray, Edwards, Austin Dillon. I got an Austin Dillon card on hand. But, yep. Love Kaz, where did he go? I think he's still there we go. Taylor Gray. Got a Taylor Gray. Boom. Sam Mayer. I got a Sam Mayer card. And another William Sawalich. So. But yeah, Kaz has been in and around the series. He just hasn't had a full-time opportunity in a while. But yeah, Kaz Gralla, he's been a part-time driver still for a few different teams over the last couple of years. I've got a 1 of 5 Bill Elliott card somewhere around here as well. I think that one's in the other room, but yeah, I've got some pretty cool NASCAR cards, and the fact that I can build out almost a starting grid of our cards is good chance I have the winner in my hand. I've got the winner's card in my hand here. Here we go. Pit road is open. Connor Zilisch, Nick Sanchez getting some pit stops, so odds are the winner will not be Sanchez, and the winner will not be Zilisch, who I don't think I have a rookie card of, because I think this is his rookie year, really. I don't think he had one, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Biff's YouTube channel is cool too. Yep, I'm subscribed over there too for the Biff's content. Also, just love what he does for the community. Like when Western North Carolina had all those hurricanes. Oh boy, I just saw the replay of them coming into the pits. Allgaier stayed out, and almost everybody grabbed fresh tires behind him. That's gonna be a problem because there's a lot of guys on fresh tires now, right behind Allgaier. I mean, granted, I think whatever Allgaier did, it was gonna be the wrong choice because he's now on older tires in front of everybody, or he would have been on new tires, but had started deeper in the field. So we'll have to wait and see how that all shakes out. But it looks like there's going to be about a 5-car buffer between them. But yeah, so there we go. We are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We got ourselves 20 to go. 20 more times around here. It's a pretty cool race, though. Definitely looking forward to that Oxford race. Let's see. Problem for sure. Yeah, well, I mean, it's the same thing that Chase Elliott ran into at the Coke 600 in 2020. They were going into overtime. he either pits and everybody else stays out and leaves him in essentially dead last. And yeah, he's got 4 tires, but he can't really do anything from that far back. Or you stay out and you're a sitting duck because everybody else behind you has brand new tires while you're on like 20, 30 lap scuffs, which not a great situation either. So there really is, that is one of those reasons why you don't really want to be the leader in that type of situation. So, there we go. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So I will need to make sure I've got all my battery packs charged for the weekend for that one, because that is going to be a long weekend of recording and stuff, because that is going to be we're going to be at the track for quite a while. There you go. Having a blast watching your live. Great to discover your channel. Hey, I'm glad you found it too, because I will say these live streams are so much better with an active chat to kind of bounce back and forth between, rather than just having to do full on commentary with no chat reaction. And hey, I can also follow some of your guys' favorite drivers, give you guys updates on them. So if you're a fan of a driver who is a little bit further back, say, for example, a fan of a Justin Haley or a Carson Hocevar who might not be top 5, top 10, I can keep you guys updated on your favorite drivers. Hard to give people updates on their favorite drivers when they don't know who they are, so. And I say Blaine Perkins up inside the top 3 rows, though. That's going to be a cool one to see getting ready for the restart. Alright, put on notifications for more content. Alright, hey, cool. I'm hoping to be getting back to doing some more of the regular long-form videos, but yeah, it's just been... the fact that I'm currently in this kind of in-between studio is definitely kind of put a hinder on the content since October. Had a bit of a flood that forced me out of my old studio, so hoping to be able to move back down there by maybe Father's Day, but I don't really know, so I'm hoping to be back down there sooner rather than later, but yeah, we actually picked up the TV for the new studio downstairs, the other day. So that was we at least have that now. All right, here we go. 18 laps to go. It'll be 17 at the line. Lights are off on the pace car. We're ready to go back racing. Here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag is out. We are racing here at Charlotte. Here we go. And let's see, down into the track, and oh, yep, there it is, big crash. And could have been a whole lot bigger if Blaine Perkins didn't lock it down, but there we go. I will give you a second with Taylor Gray and Chase Briscoe. Just brace yourself, but Harrison Burton with big damage here. Multiple cars involved. Blaine Perkins gets spun. And, that is going to be massive damage. Let's go ahead and skip around to ads there, too. There we go. That could have been a whole lot worse than it was, but it certainly was still not great. But, so Taylor Gray, he had a flat tire about 20 laps ago or so, ended up bringing out the caution flag, and he is currently sitting 3 laps behind the race. James Briscoe brought out that most... also just came to pit road for an unplanned pit stop due to a flat tire. He is currently 28th, 1 lap behind the race. So, in short, not good. So, all right, here we go. Let's see the replay as to what exactly started. So it was Brandon Jones going up the track that kind of started this whole melee. The 51 of Clements gets a piece of it. Let's see. Somebody else on the outside there. The 2 of Jesse Love gets a piece of it. A few other cars kind of get stacked up there. The majority of the damage was on like 2 or 3 cars. But about 8 or 9 different cars got a piece of that one. So there we go. Yep, breeding cautions. Yep, as I say, the yellows do breed yellows, and we get another free pass to put another car back on the lead lap, and it's gonna make the. Or honestly, I think this actually helps. And there's the as I say, Ryan Sieg with the bumper hanging completely off the car, but yeah, the I think the caution actually helps Justin Allgaier here, because the more you start and stop these cars, the less less effect the fresher tires are gonna have. I'm not saying it perfectly fixes the problem, but it at least helps the issue where you currently are sitting with a situation where you are going start, stop, because you're heating the tires up, cooling them down, heating them up, cooling them down, and that kind of starting and stopping can really kind of take some life off those tires and wear them out. Yeah, and it will certainly diminish the effect of the brand new tires behind him, even though almost everybody behind the front three has brand new tires on the car. So, yep, that is going to be something to keep an eye on for sure as we get later and later into this race. Again, we are closing in on the final 15 laps. Only 15 laps left. It is going to be an exciting one down the stretch here, which is surprising that it's been an overly exciting race, because we had William Byron leading a very nice amount of laps, 69 laps led for him, and 86 for Justin Allgaier. Yeah. So, I mean, when you have two drivers leading that many laps, you're almost, I mean, I'm certainly a little shocked that it ends up being a super exciting race. The race is on the CW network, but I also know that a lot of, it is dependent on your area. If your state or area's CW is carrying the race, because I've heard some people say the CW is one of those channels that they have they can have a different program on depending on which areas, and some streaming platforms, like I used to have Fubo TV, but the Fubo TV with main CW, we're having some sort of spat or whatever, to the point where main CW was not available on Fubo TV, so I ended up dropping Fubo and getting YouTube TV, which is where I'm watching the race on. But yeah, so it's on the CW network. We got 15 laps to go. Quick reminder for anyone who is looking to watch tomorrow's NASCAR Cup Series race. That will be the first of 5 races on Amazon Prime. So you'll either need to get a subscription, or, again, I've been told that they still have a 30-day free trial, which 30-day free trial would get you through all 5 NASCAR Cup Series races without having to spend a dime. Now, I think that Amazon Prime is fairly worth it, especially for someone who's a pro football fan and will be definitely watching some Thursday night football games, so I already had it. But I was talking with a friend of mine who was definitely not a fan of them moving to streaming, and that was at least a silver lining to it. So, of course, we got the Indy 500 on Network Fox. We'll be streaming both of those races here as well. So if you just, for whatever reason, don't want to support Amazon because evil billionaires, fair point. And I will be streaming them right here and on YouTube. And for reference, I am not a billionaire, in case anyone thought I was. So 13 laps to go. It'll be 12 to go when they go green. And Sheldon Creed in row number 2. We got Jeb Burton on the front row with Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, and Sheldon Creed, Stuart Haas Haas factory teammates in row 2. Sheldon, Nick Sanchez, and Zilisch in row 3. Sammy Smith will be on the outside of Jones in row 4. Byron and Poole will make up row number 5. All right, so there we go. We are ready to go racing. We are currently sitting 6 subscribers away from hitting that big 3,000 number. And let's get ready to go racing. But yeah, I'm expecting that there might be a lot more people trying to watch on YouTube, because there's not going to be streaming. So there we go. All right, so here we go. 13 laps to go. Lights are off in the pace car. Come on. Pace car's off. Field in the hands of the 7 and the 27. Here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag is out. And we are racing here. 12 laps to go at Charlotte. People popping out of line. And let's see. What's it going to be? Down into turn 1. We've got a tire rub on the 88. And oh! Yeah, Catherine Legg and Joey Gase's car, I believe, are both around. I don't know if that's Joey Gase driving it. I know Joey Gase is the owner of the 53. But, yeah, caution flag flies here. I am curious to see, 1, how Twitter is going to blame this on Catherine Legg, and 2, whether or not it was actually Catherine Legg's fault. The two are not mutually exclusive, by the way. It could be not Catherine Legg's fault, and Twitter will still find a way to blame Catherine Legg. Or it could rightfully be Catherine Legg's fault. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see on the replay because I did not get a great view of that wreck. And that's J.J. Yaley driving the 53. Chris Wright getting a piece of damage in that one as well as he comes down for some tires. All right. Yeah. I have a small channel, and if you need DIY home fix and stuff, handyman for 35 years. All right, cool. So yeah, here we go. Coming into the pits, we got some drivers. The drivers involved in that crash coming down to get their pit. And here we go. Let's see what happens. It's a miscommunication here. Let's see. Oh, J.J. Haley just drove straight up into Catherine Legg. Absolutely not Catherine Legg's fault, and I cannot wait to see Twitter find a way to turn this into Catherine Legg's fault. All right, so there we go. ETA on them blaming Catherine Legg. Yep, I am about that sure that we're about to see Catherine Legg get absolutely roasted on Twitter for doing nothing wrong. Because she was literally just riding along and the 53 just came up the track. Again, not sure. Something could have easily broken on his car. I'm not trying. I try to very much play this down the middle, but yeah, J.J. Yaley, either a part broke on that car, he misjudged how much room he had, but yeah, Catherine Legg got absolutely slammed. So, yep, that is nothing Catherine Legg could have done better there. They're talking with Allgaier's crew chief here, Jim Fullman, on the box for Justin Allgaier. And again, these cautions are going to help Allgaier get those tires of the brand new tires behind him worn out, and the fact that they're happening fairly quickly. He hasn't lost his 2 human shields, for lack of a better term, Jeb and Sheldon. They are, for lack of a better term, human shields out here to defend Allgaier from fresh tires. Now, if one or both of them were to decide that they wanted to pit and try completely fresh tires for the 10-lap sprint, I don't think that would work. Something broke will be the story, yeah. Yeah, that will almost certainly be the story. Either that or misjudging it. Yeah, like what a bunch of other drivers have misjudged corners before. Something, itchy arm. But yeah, so again, we're just chilling out here. William Byron up into the 8th position. We also got, looking down through a few of the other spots. Yeah, I mean, it really is a very typical Xfinity race, but we do have Brendan Poole up in the top 10, which that's a cool one to see Brendan Poole doing well. All right, so there we go. And yeah, just watching some of these drivers getting into the fence there. All right, so there we go. We are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. But yeah, I try to go to like two to about 2 races a year is usually what I end up getting out to. So and trust me, when I am going to races, you guys will definitely know them. Again, this year it'll be Bristol night race in New Hampshire, but and my buddy who's the Casper Ala fan just went and did the reverse blaming leg on Twitter. So let's see if I can find some other people blaming one here. Let's see. Let's see. Prime ticker. Let's see. Anything about the NASCAR Xfinity race at all? Alright, let's just go NASCAR Xfinity latest on Twitter. Let's see. Suspended the 26. It's not his first time doing this to another race car driver. 26 has done this before, so they're talking about the thing. Yeah, there's somebody. Suspend Catherine Legg. There we go. Suspend Catherine Legg for no place in her sport. What did she do wrong? Outside of being born a girl, literally, what did she do wrong? Which, again, don't take that out of context. Nothing is actually wrong with that. But just hilarious that she literally did not do anything wrong. Oh. And I'm not saying that I think I'm not saying I think Legg needs to be suspended or anything, or not Legg, Yaley needs to be suspended or anything, but certainly anyone blaming Legg is barking up the wrong tree. Alright, here we go. Choose Cone, Jeb Burton and Allgaier. Again, we got a cool front row. Jeb Burton, Allgaier. This time Creed to the inside. Nick Sanchez on the outside of the lane there. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yep. And mind you, I'm on Twitter a little bit, but as I say, mainly I have Twitter mainly for one, entering giveaways, just because who doesn't like free stuff, and then two, laughing at people getting upset over stuff. So here we go. Lights are off on the pace car. We are ready to go racing. We got 7 laps to go. It'll be 6 to go at the line this time. 6 to go at the line this time. So lights are off on the pace car. As everybody's settling into position here. Alright. Well, we got 24 people hanging out in chat, and we are currently sitting 5 subscribers away from 3K. Let's go. Can we hit 3K by the end of tonight? That would be insane if we hit that by the end of the night. Pace car is off. Field in the hands of the 7 and the 27. As we go, green flag is out. We are back to racing. And here we go. The 7 car jumps out to the lead. And everybody fanning out 2, 3, 4 wide behind. As they go 4 wide here, the 88 of Zilisch is having a massive tire rub in the corners. Down the straightaway, it seems to fix itself, but something to do with the banking on the low banking at the bottom of these turns. He ends up with a very significant tire rub at the bottom of 1 and 2, and it's the same at the bottom of 3 and 4. Connor Zilisch hanging on by a thread right now as he tries to go here. And speaking of hanging on by a thread, William Byron has stormed his way through the field, and William Byron in the 17 car has marched his way to the front of the field with authority here. Caution flies! Brandon Jones involved, and there's a multi-car incident on the back straightaway. Kyle Sieg involved. Not sure who that other car is. It's a black car, and there's about 30,000 of them out here.
Think my nephew's over, but nope, I was just streaming the Ryan, dude. Hey, I try and put as much effort and energy into this thing as I can. But yeah, there we go. Brandon Jones tore up. I feel terrible for him because I will say I have absolutely trashed him, a multitude of times on the channel, and for the most part, I think he deserves most of the criticism I've given. But I've also given him some praise when he's outdueled guy, like that time at Phoenix when he outdueled when he went and outdueled Kyle Busch at Phoenix. Massive credit to him there, but his crash to success ratio, I mean, it's not great. It is not great. That is for sure. And I'm saying, the more you crash, the more you gotta be successful to try and make up for it. And that is Leland Honeyman Jr. was the other car involved there with Kyle Sieg down the back straightaway. Again, the biggest thing when you see wrecks like these is seeing everybody climbing out the cars A-OK. Nobody even taking an overly long time to get cleared out. So the 20 was up in the fence already. Not sure what happened there. And then he was on the outside of 4 wide, got squeezed back up into the fence just because he was on the outside of 4 wide. There wasn't a whole lot of room in the middle of the corner for 4 wide. Looked like he might have had a tire going down, and then, the 70 car just runs right into him, not realizing he was going to come off the wall like that. So, again, I think the 20 had a flat tire, so he probably didn't have a whole lot of control over his car at that point to begin with. And Leland Honeyman Jr. just nowhere to go. I mean, that one's just a freak accident. Again, glad no one got injured there. A big rear impact for the 28 as he came sliding back down the track. But nope. Looks like, again, everybody for the most part out of the cars all good. There's Kyle Sieg walking back to the ambulance, going to take that ride to the infield care center. Again, everything looks okay, which obviously, things like concussions are hard to diagnose, just by watching someone walking away, but there isn't any stumbling or anything, so that is definitely a positive, and we always like seeing drivers walking away from these kinds of impacts. And now we've got a top 3 Allgaier, Zilisch, Byron. This is going to be an epic overtime restart that we're getting ready for. Hopefully you guys are excited. Again, we are. Oh man, I'm so excited here. Let's get ready for this one. There we go. Again, currently Allgaier at 53 laps on his tires. Zilisch, Byron, and the rest have about 18 on them. So, yeah, there's a significant tire difference here. Alright, so there we go. They just interviewed Byron. Byron's crew chief as we get ready for this one, but and I say, here we go. Carson Kvapil, another driver we actually got the opportunity to interview here on the channel. We got to interview him last August. He was getting the free pass here. But I'm hoping to have some more drivers on for interviews in the future. We had Stephen Malazzi earlier this season. We had a one-on-one interview with him. That was a pretty cool one to have. And then I didn't even realize he was racing later on that same weekend. So, he drives the number 2 car for Rayum usually. Not the best equipment, but everybody's got to start somewhere, and I'm hoping that this is only the start of very good things for him. So. Alright, there we go. Just looking through some other cards on my desk. Alright, so again, we are getting ready for this one. But yeah, I keep reaching out to drivers, and I'm hoping to be able to get some more interviews, but it's pretty rare that I end up getting responses, so. Yeah, and those interviews are both up on the channel, though, if you guys want to check them out after this one.
And yeah, they're showing the the massive hit for the 88 that caused Zilisch to actually miss a NASCAR Xfinity race or two. And that is a gnarly hit. Again, glad to see he's okay now, and clearly he hasn't missed much of a step with his driving ability. Qualified second, currently running in the second position, but yeah, that was a gnarly hit for Connor Zilisch at Talladega last month, and he is back in the car today, and he will be in the NASCAR Cup Series race tomorrow. Yep, Willie B is in third. Yep. Yep, William Byron is in third place. That is not a mistake. William Byron has made his way all the way back up to third place, and again, oh no! There's a wheel going. There's a wheel gone loose. We got a wheel gone loose here on the racetrack. The number 10 car. Oh no! Who's car number 10? Might have something for Allgaier? Oh yeah, he definitely might have something for Allgaier here. We might have okay, who is car number 10? Daniel Dye. Daniel Dye just lost a wheel down the back straightaway. That is unfortunate. I believe that will push us to and he's gonna just climb out the race car after losing a wheel. Yeah, so there we go. That's going to extend this caution just a bit. Alright, well, we are just chilling out here, but yeah. Yep, so the lost wheel there, again, overtime rules are a green-white checker attempt, but again, they will have to extend this caution as Daniel Dye lost his wheel. And they will now have to get a tow truck back out there after just putting them away, so it'll be a minute, but we should hopefully be back to racing shortly. So, again, it'll be a 2-lap overtime attempt here. Alright, so there we go. Welcome on in. We got 26 people popping in here as we're getting ready for the end of the race. I will go ahead and quickly plug what we're doing on Tuesday because now we got some people as we're getting ready and we got a little bit of extra time. But yeah, on Tuesday we will be heading up to the Oxford Plains Speedway here in Oxford, Maine, as we will be having Kyle Busch and Brendan Butterbean Queen will both be racing at one of my local tracks. We'll be getting a chance to see them. We'll be going through the pit area. We'll be doing some live streaming, some videoing, and hopefully having a really good night. So yeah, I'm probably going to do the main race from the primary grandstand, but we'll definitely spend some time probably during practice and qualifying over in the pit area and on the pit side of the grandstands. But so should be a fun one. Hopefully you guys will be excited for that one. Again, that will be Tuesday afternoon / evening. Official times will be posted later on this week once I have a chance to actually sit down and look at the schedule and figure out what I'm doing. Because I'm going to have to head over there after work, so. Yep. But, should be a fun one, though. Hopefully you guys are excited, and we are now at 4 subscribers away from 3,000 subscribers. Let's go. Alright. So there we go. Again, Nick Sanchez currently sitting in the 4th position. He would be a first-time NASCAR Xfinity Series winner if he could somehow pull this one off. But as of right now, though, it's going to be a tough one here. They look fairly well cleaned up down the back straightaway. I'm curious if that'll be if we're going to be going green flag racing here shortly. I didn't realize they still had a tow truck tied up to Daniel Dye's car out there, so it'll be a little bit longer than I thought. I thought we might be getting ready for the choose cone there, but no, they still have to tow his car off the way. And wow, he lost that wheel and hit, as he was coming off turn 2, heading towards the back straightaway, and just bye. Chose a bad time to leave me loose wheel. So here we go. Yep, they did double up this time. So we've got Allgaier and Zilisch on the front row. William Byron will be on the bottom of row 2. Nick Sanchez on the outside of row 2. So, again, I think your winner will probably come from one of those front 2 or 3 rows. So, because I think it's going to be a little tough for anyone to pass. It's been fairly tough to pass, especially if you don't have a better car. And maybe Sheldon Creed from row 3 would be the one driver I would keep an eye on outside those front 2 rows, that maybe Sheldon Creed would be able to find that room. But 2 laps of racing is not a lot of time, and looking at the drivers that are back there, it's going to be a tough one to figure this one out here. All right, so here we go. Overtime racing. Lights are off for the pace car. We are ready to go back racing. Again, we've got the 7 and the 88 on the front row. The 17 and the 48 in row 2. It is a very Chevy-heavy front of the field. The first Toyota is 5th, and the first Ford is in 6th. So here we go. 3 laps to go. Again, it'll be 2 laps when they take the green flag to start overtime. As the lights go off on the pace car, field in the hands of the 7 and the 88 as we get ready to go. Green flag is out, and we are racing here in overtime at Charlotte as we go green flag racing down into turn number 1. And it's going to be the 7 of Allgaier out ahead of the field. And that outside line stacked up pretty deep. And yep, I'll get to that one in a minute. Oh, the 39 slides. He saves it. How on earth did Ryan Seek save that? What? Here comes William Byron to the outside. William Byron around the outside of Justin Allgaier. Allgaier tries to block it. Not able to do so. White flag, 1 lap to go. And there it is. The 17 can set sail with his fresh tires as he's now gotten by the 7 car. Connor Zilisch, the only challenge here as we get ready down final corner. 2 corners to go. William Byron has the lead. Only a screw-up could end up ruining his race. And here we go. The 88 off the corner, not going to get there. William Byron in car number 17. Caution flag flies. And he will win the race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 2nd place, Connor Zilisch. 3rd place, Nick Sanchez. 4th is where we find Justin Allgaier at the end of the night. And Sammy Smith rounds out a very strong day for the Junior Motorsports team. 3 drivers inside the top 5. And oh no, Brennan Poole is destroyed. Oh my gosh. Brennan Poole's car is absolutely obliterated. Hopefully, whoever these cars are okay. Jeb Burton gets torn up as well. That is really unfortunate. My screen read isn't set up for this page because they can barely get this page to work. So I'm going to just scroll it to where it looks fairly normal. There we go. But yeah, let's see a replay of what all went on because a lot of stuff went on. But yeah, the 51 was involved in one of the earlier crashes. So I think he was 1 to 2 laps down. But yeah, the 7 car tried to put a slider. He knew that was his last opportunity to try and keep the 17 behind him. The slider didn't ultimately win, and hometown kid William Byron to victory lane at Charlotte in the 300. Now he has to go and double down tomorrow as he tries to go double or nothing with the 600-mile race tomorrow night. So there we go. We'll go through the full finishing order as well. So if you guys want to know where your favorite driver finished, as per usual, we will go through the full finishing order of every single driver, giving every single driver their fair credit as to where they finished. But if you guys just came for the race reaction, that is going to be the end of the race. I am curious as well to make sure that guys like Brendan Poole do get out of their cars okay. Because, again, some of those hits look really nasty. So we'll be live for a little bit longer than usual. I'm not rushing to get off here. It's not like we've got local track racing, unfortunately. But, yeah, there we go. William Byron walking up to the outside, going to grab his checkered flag. So again, as we talked about, we kind of talked about the top 10 finishers already with Byron, Zilisch, Nick Sanchez. Great day for the rookie for Nick Sanchez getting that 3rd place finish. Justin Allgaier gets the fastest lap award and comes home 4th after those old tires eventually had to give up somewhere. And ultimately that's when it ended up coming up here. Yeah. Then we had Sammy Smith rounding out the top 5. All right, hey, thank you for stopping by, Beer Lacrosse. Totally understand popping out, but hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for the Indy 500 and Coke 600. We'll be streaming both races tomorrow. So here we go. Dean Thompson, the top Toyota finisher, in 6th place. 7th will be Josh Williams, driving that number 11 car. Austin Hill coming home in the top 10 after he had a really subpar day for his standards. Ryan Ellis with a great top 10 after starting outside the top 25 there in the number 71 car. Then we have Christian Eckes driving car number 16. He ends up coming down 10th. So good job for Christian Eckes. Sheldon Creed, hey, at least it wasn't a second place finish for Sheldon Creed. He comes home 11th. 12th place will be Jesse Love. 13th is where we find Sam Mayer. 14th is where we find the 3 car of Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon certainly had an interesting day throughout the afternoon. A lot of ups and downs. Ryan Sieg with an insane save. I mean, what on earth was that save? Actually, I want to make sure I clip that because I will need the clip the finish, hopefully. I'm just going to call it Xfin. Finish. Because that will end up being a short, probably, the Ryan Sieg save, because that was an insane save for Ryan Sieg. Jeremy Clements in the 51 actually ends up coming home in the 16th position, so there's where your 51 car finished. Joanna, I know you were asking about it. No, and then we had just a ton of stuff, and yeah, that was a gnarly hit for the 44 Brennan Poole. Again, hopefully he is okay, but man. Yeah, that was a massive hit. I haven't gotten a chance to see the actual, what caused it, but again, you just hope that everybody's okay in that situation. But yeah, Clemens coming home 16th. 17th will be William Sawalich. 18th is where we find friend of the channel, Carson Quapple. Chris Wright will come home in the 19th position, and Brandon Jones will round out your top 20 finishers. Jeb Burton comes home 21st after being involved in that last lap melee. 22nd will be Harrison Burton. I'm assuming he was another car tangled up in that one. And then Brennan Poole in the 44 car. We saw him get absolutely obliterated on that one. 23rd place finish for Brennan Poole. And again, the biggest thing is just hoping he is okay. Yeah, and then we got Chase Briscoe coming home 24th. 25th will be Blaine Perkins. 26th is where we find Anthony Alfredo after that bad pit stop. He never was really able to just recover after that one. Then we had Garrett Smithley in 27th. 28th, Nick Lights. In 29th, it's J.J. Yaley driving car number 53. C.J. McLaughlin comes home rounding at your top 30. Taylor Gray, the final car running at the finish, in 31st position. Daniel Dye comes home 32nd after crashing out late. Leland Honeyman Jr. coming home in the 33rd position. Kyle Sieg gets scored in the 34th position. And Catherine Legg will round out your top 35 finishers tonight. Brad Perez, Matt DiBenedetto, and Parker Retzloff will bring up the rear, as those three will round out your 38 car field tonight. So, again, thank you guys for everybody that decided to spend even just a small portion of your very valuable Saturday here with us. Again, I'm going to hop off here, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy the live stream, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. And until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video, live stream, whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of the night. Again, reminder, I will be live for the Indy 500 tomorrow, the Coke 600, which is a Amazon Prime exclusive if you're looking for the TV broadcast. But I will also be streaming it for free here on YouTube as well. And then on Tuesday, we will be live from the grounds of the Oxford Plains Speedway, where Kyle Busch and Brendan Queen will be racing. So it's a busy week. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time. But until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next video. Live stream, whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and goodbye!